The lives of communities of color have been shaped by a set of rules designed by powerful interests that don't consider their input and fail to recognize and value their perspectives. These rules, which are made by government, at companies, and throughout society, shape who has access to decision-making, who gets resources, and ultimately who has the ability to thrive in our nation. Redlining is the practice of literally drawing red lines around communities of color to mark them off limits for resources and investments. It's just one example of government and corporate policies that cemented patterns of segregation and racism and cut off communities of color from the very tools necessary to build wealth and lead abundant lives. The impacts are pervasive. Today, people of color continue to be denied the opportunity to thrive in our economy based on their race and where they live, resulting in a widening racial wealth gap. For example, white households on average have 10 times the wealth of black households. What can we do to change the rules of our economy? How can we create a future where communities of color can build wealth, live in healthy places filled with economic opportunity, and are ready to meet the challenges posed by climate change? The Greenlining Institute does this by partnering with communities of color to establish equity-driven policy solutions with robust implementation to fundamentally transform our systems. We have the theory that if we can transform the very building blocks of our economy from the inside out and develop a roadmap to get there, we have more chances to realize a future where we can all thrive. We can create a just economy that is cooperative, sustainable, participatory, fair, and healthy. To achieve a just future for all, the Greenlining Institute focuses on 4 strategic priorities: economic equity, climate equity, transformative communities, and cultivating racial equity leaders. Let's start with economic equity. The Greenlining Institute advocates for an economic system that works for everyone by ensuring fairness and accountability in our financial systems. Increasing the flow of resources into communities of color to build wealth through stable housing, home ownership, and small business entrepreneurship. Closing the digital divide and eliminating biases in algorithmic decision-making. Achieving climate equity is our next key priority. We advocate for climate solutions at the intersection of racial justice and economic equity by ensuring a clean transportation system that increases access to high-quality mobility options, reduces air pollution, and enhances economic opportunity. Bringing affordable, clean energy solutions into our communities and ending our reliance on fossil fuels. Advancing community resilience programs and policies to ensure everyone is prepared for climate disasters like extreme heat, flooding, drought, and wildfires. And working with financial institutions and regulators to expand access to climate investments in low-income communities of color. Our transformative communities work grounds our economic and climate policies in neighborhoods. Communities know best what their neighborhoods need to thrive. We are investing in their wisdom to create meaningful change. To do so, the Greenlining Institute works closely with frontline communities of color to exert their power and shore up their institutional capacity to establish innovative and enduring solutions. We support the leadership and expertise of people of color to prepare for and maximize federal, state, and local infrastructure investments to create their own innovative and enduring economic and climate solutions. The Leadership Academy trains multiracial college students and early career professionals to apply a racial equity framework to shaping public policy. The root causes of economic and racial disparities are vast and deeply embedded into our economic system. Over the past 3 decades, working in partnership with community leadership, we have honed our strategy. Through future-focused policies rooted in our collective imagination, we can transform the foundations of our economy and build new structures that will result in a green-lined economy that works for all. We have within our power to design a future where we can build wealth, live in healthy places filled with economic opportunity, and are ready to meet the challenges posed by climate change. Join us to establish enduring and meaningful solutions so that our communities can thrive. Together, we can create a better future.